Alright, so apparently this headset that I'm holding right here, the Astro A50X, isn't really the Astro A50 Gen 5 because Logitech announced and released an actual A50 Gen 5, which I didn't hear anybody talking about this. I didn't see any like embargo date reviews of this. I just got an email from Logitech that was saying, "Oh yeah, A50X from like the State of Play or something." I wasn't gonna watch that. And yeah, this is really like this is an official press release from Logitech. They unveiled the Astro A50 Gen 5. So okay, so let me get over the shock really quickly and kind of break this down. And I'll let you read this as I'm talking. But basically, they're releasing the A50 X, like basically the exact same device, but they're taking out the HDMI ports on the back. So there's going to be USB for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Because the HDMI, that whole switcher thing, the reason that existed the way that I thought was so they could do game chat mix on PlayStation, because you couldn't do that normally unless you had like a Sony branded device specifically. It was unnecessary on Xbox, and it was cool for the HDMI switching thing, but I didn't really need that feature specifically. And honestly, how many people actually have an Xbox and a PlayStation and even a PC like all plugged into the same monitor? It was just it's really cool, but for the launch price that they had it for, 380 bucks, that's what I bought it for. It was like, what? So they dropped this down, and so they're getting rid of that whole HDMI switcher stuff. And as you see right here, this is launching for $300 US. I don't know how much in other places, but it's still using the graphene drivers, still got the great microphone and stuff that they said. I'm just go over some of these pictures. Let me go ahead and make this bigger so that you can see what this looks like, because we'll zoom up on the back real quick, and then you can see that Xbox USB, PlayStation USB, PC USB, then they got the power. So you got to power a bunch of stuff into here. But that's extremely interesting that they were like, you know what? A lot of people just aren't buying this because it costs too much money for a feature that who really needs. But all the specs and stuff like that, basically the exact same thing. So will I be getting this? Will I be reviewing it? Maybe, most likely, because a lot of people are going to need like disambiguation for like what it does and stuff like that. But I do think the fact that it's most likely not going to be able to do the game chat mix is going to be, at least on PlayStation, it's going to be a pretty big deal. Because as you see here, it still has the voice game mix button, but it's not going to be able to function the same way on PlayStation, because the way that it was able to do that, it was able to route either the game through HDMI and then the voice through like the USB or however it did it. I can't remember exactly, but it does it for one of them, and then it raises and lowers the volume of them like that. What do you guys think about this? Are you going to pick it up? It says it's in stock and ready to ship here, but in that press release, it says it's going to ship in October, so we'll see how that works. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. See you in the next video.